Kirsten. Nathan Tyler Forth. Kirsten Rose Frazier. McAllister Elizabeth French. Enzo Addison Fudala.
Parents and invited guests, good morning. Welcome to the commencement exercises for the Cosby High School class of 2019. Because we wish to honor our graduates in a special way, we ask that you celebrate with appropriate applause so that each family can hear their graduate being recognized. Now please rise and remain standing for the entrance and procession of the Cosby High School class of 2019.
name is Mark Williams, and I'm the STA president. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and would everyone please remain standing for the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bellows were singing gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I would like to remind you to fulfill your civic duty and vote on June 11th, next Tuesday. Thank you.
Thank you. You may be seated. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dylan Kurtz, and I've had the privilege of being the president of the class of 2019. On behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the platform guests attending our graduation. Honorable Delegate Lee Ware Jr., member of the Virginia House of Delegates, 65th District. The Honorable Steve Ellswick, Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors, Matoaka District. The Honorable Robert Thompson, Chair, Chesterfield County School Board, Matoaka District. The Honorable Diane Smith, Chesterfield County School Board, Clover Hill District. Dr. Merv Doherty, Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools. Dr. Thomas Taylor, Chief of Staff. Dr. John B. Gordon III, Chief of Schools. Dr. Sharon Pope, Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Tamisha Grimes, Director of Equity and Student Support Services. Mr. Benjamin Snyder, Principal of Cosby High School. Ms. Catherine File, Associate Principal. Ms. Melissa Hill, Assistant Principal. Mr. Christopher Shabisti, Assistant Principal. Ms. Michelle Wilder, Assistant Principal. Mr. Adam Evans, Dean of Students. Ms. Meryl Williams, School Counseling Coordinator. And wow, writing this speech was particularly hard because not one cliche I could use applies to this class in any way. You've heard this a few times, but we are the single largest graduating class to ever go through Cosby High School. And with all the great potential that brings, it also makes it nearly impossible for you to all know each other or to have created lasting memories with every single peer you are graduating with today. First off, let me congratulate you. So many of you have found your stride, made big moves, and have big plans going into your life. I can't wait to brag to my kids that, hey, I went to high school with them, and I implore you to keep going big at it with all you know how. However, if you haven't yet, if high school didn't provide that source of motivation, that sense of community, led you to your passion, or you're just sitting here today, filled with existential dread at this very minute, then I know this might mean nothing to you, but if no one will say it to you, I will. And I personally think, hey, it's going to be all right. I want you to know that as you walk out today, you are truly the shaper of your reality. You now get to decide what you want to do with what level of effort without anybody checking you. And with that, life will not always give you what you want. Sometimes you'll have to adapt and work with the cards dealt to you. For example, a year ago today, I did not know that within a month, it would be the last time I would ever see my dad. In an instance, an entire branch of my life had been cut off me. And what I want you to take away from that is that life is short, and you'll regret the things that you never said or did more than what was ever done. And with that in mind, why not put 100% in all you do? At the end of the line, all you leave is your interactions with the world and others. So stay trying new things, stay meeting new people, get involved in your community, and go vote in every election. Go out and learn. Go out and respect what you do not understand. Go out and love. Go out and explore as much as possible, because in this life you can never truly take it all in. Go out and listen. Go out and laugh loudly, because y'all know I do. But most importantly, go out and speak your mind. You have to be the one to take your life by the horns. And with that, I love you, Dad, I love you, Mom, and I love you, class of 2019. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. I know there's a lot going on today. Diplomas, soccer, good luck. Softball, good luck. Tennis tomorrow, good luck. Okay, that's out of the way. So you want to get done, diploma, get on the road, right? Before I start, yesterday we honored the 75th anniversary of D-Day. I would ask that all veterans that are in the audience, would you please stand that you may be honored at this time? Thank you for your service. And I know we have students that are getting ready to go into the military and to serve. Would you please stand at this time? Best wishes and thank you. You're going to hear several speeches, people giving advice, and you've probably received enough advice over the past year to last you more than a lifetime. So I'm going to leave you with two important points that I think are successful for life. It is your attitude and your integrity. The key to success is to focus on your goals, not on your obstacles. Life has challenges, highs and lows, mountain peaks and valleys. Your attitude can be either positive or negative. You know, most of the time, the problem really isn't the problem. It's your attitude about the problem. It's how you look on trying to resolve the issue instead of focusing on what is actually occurring. Zig Ziglar says, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. How will you deal with what's coming in the next 60 to 70 years? How will you show you're ready to move forward for each step that you take? The second point I'd like to give to you is integrity, which is defined as being honest and having strong moral principles. I believe it's the most important thing in the world, and that the most important thing that you own is your name. Protect your name with all you have. Protect the things that come out of your mouth. Guard what happens. I heard an old story one time, it was an illustration, and you squeeze a tube of toothpaste, you can never put it back in the tube. Don't try it. That's like what comes out of your mouth. Always think about what you're saying. Be respectful to people. If you demand respect, give respect out. Treat people better than you treat yourself. We have two times in our life, our death and our life, that are given to us by time. But what is in the middle of that time period? Are you going to strive for the great riches in life? Or will you demand that your integrity stay at high caliber
and that you look out for other people. When you always serve people and support people and place yourself second, it is amazing the success that you can have because people know that you care about them. Most important trait that businesses and community look for. We have society today that desperately needs you to show how to treat people and how to talk to people and how to care for people. Now, there's a lot of excitement in this room. A lot of excitement. But we know you're going to graduate, and some are going to college, some are going to the military, you may take a gap year, but there is a time that this very important piece has to happen. If you don't remember anything else, remember this. You must get a job. You know, when I was growing up, my mother thought it would be a good idea if I joined the Boy Scouts. Well, something you need to know about me. I don't like hiking, I don't like camping, and I don't like sleeping on the ground. So the Boy Scouts lasted about 1 year, and that was when I was in 6th grade. But I walked away with 12 characteristics of quality that have served me well to this day. To be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. There's a lot we cannot control in our life, but our character, which guards our name, we do control. No matter what the circumstance you have in your life, no matter what valleys or peaks you reach, you do control them. Earl Nightingale says, integrity is a seed for achievement. It is a principle that never fails. At this time, I have the opportunity to provide 2 scholarships to members of this class of the Superintendent's Excellence in Academics and Service Award. 2 students will receive a $1,000 scholarship each and a medallion. I'm going to ask School Board Chairman Rod Thompson to assist me in this presentation. Now, nobody knows who the winners are, so when I call your name, it is extremely important that you come to the stage. All right? The first winner, Maya Jenkins. Maya will be attending University of Mary Washington in the fall. Congratulations. The second award winner, Johan Alfredo Carballo. Johan will be attending Virginia Tech in the fall. In closing, I wish you great success in your journey through life. Always take the positive road. Always look to do great things. Always think about and care about the people around you and people that you meet. As I have done for over a decade as superintendent, I leave you with this blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you. That the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious toward you. That the Lord turn his face to you and give you peace. Go big, go strong. Class of 2019, congratulations.
Good morning. These are just in case somebody put 8 font up here instead of 24. Today is one of my favorite days in Chesterfield County Public Schools. I love attending 5th grade promotions, 8th grade promotions, and of course the culmination with your high school graduations. As I reflect on my last graduation speech as your school board member, I can't believe that I came into this office as you started high school. We all started this journey 4 years ago. With my daughter graduating last night, I started thinking back about a lot of things. I thought about that recorder concert and me asking my wife, what the heck is a recorder? I thought about pyramid concerts. I thought about all of you guys in young ages in association cheering and playing football at Clover Hill and some of the other associations. I've been to state championships, basketball games with you guys. I've been to the boys volleyball championships, boys soccer, and of course competition cheering. It's been a wonderful 4 years of accomplishments here at Cosby High School. And of course today I'm hoping that we're going to have 2 more victories that propel us into championship games with softball and soccer. Could you guys work a little harder during the game? These PKs are killing me. Okay? Maybe a goal before the half, one in the second half, and let's just coast today. I've been to your proms. I've been to your after prom parties. By the way, whose idea was it to have a mechanical bull this year? My back was sore for 5 days getting over that 8 seconds that I rode it. And you know, I sent a note to Mr. Snyder and I said, hey, are you sore? And of course he said no, and I said, yeah, that's the difference between you being 40 and me being 53. I've seen a lot of you grow up due to social media. By the way, I see some of you fidgeting in your seats because we took your cell phones. I just want you to know, I just wanted to ensure that one time this year that I could go to an event with Josh Grimes and beat him to a Twitter post. I've seen your Instagram and your Snapchat post, and yes, I know all about your spam accounts. I've seen your parents' proud Facebook posts celebrating your successes. You all have hundreds of memories just like these. Congratulations are in order, but a lot more than what you're thinking. First of all, congratulations on finishing high school. It's been 4 years, and you've worked hard. You put your time in, you've done what needed to be done, and hopefully you've learned a lot about school and life. Walking across this stage and grabbing your diploma in a couple minutes is a big accomplishment. It signifies the completion of one part of your life, but it also signifies the start of something bigger, the rest of your life. All of you, no matter what path you're following, are taking your first steps into the real world, be it through the workforce, through a trade school, through college, or through the military like yours truly. All of you are stepping into the next phase of your life, and this is where your bigger congratulations come in. Congratulations to all of you on gaining the ability to make a real impact on the world. And congratulations on being part of the generation best suited to do so. You are all connected to the world like no generation before you. And more importantly, you genuinely care about the connection. Teenagers like yourselves are participating in rallies, speaking in public forums, and making their voices heard to help shape this world into something better. Something we can all be proud of for years to come. Some people will tell you that your voice doesn't matter, that your thoughts don't matter. They'll try to tell you that your age disqualifies you from understanding the bigger issues. But take time to understand and research those issues. You're not coming in on Monday morning and asking Ms. Sorreo, Mr. Pryor, Mr. McCaig, or Ms. Mills to discuss those issues. You've got to understand them yourself now. Because it's very important to you and everything we do. Cast your vote at every given opportunity opportunity and make your country, your commonwealth, and the country recognize you as a force that you are. Get out there and kick down whatever stands in the way of you and your future. So congratulations not only for what you've done in the past 4 years, but congratulations for what you will do, no matter how small or how large. Congratulations for every meal that you'll make for yourself, for every paycheck you're going to earn. Congratulations for every happy moment you bring yourself and others. Congratulations for every accomplishment to come. Congratulations for every ballot you cast and every change in the world made by your hand. The future is up to you, and I know you'll mold it into something amazing. Congratulations to Mr. Snyder and his amazing staff at Cosby for preparing you for the future. Congratulations to your parents. We all made it. They're graduating. We have prepared them to the best of our abilities, and we've instilled our values into them. Now it's time to let them go, for them to step out on their own and go and show the world what they have to offer. Get out there, Titans, and congratulations to the class of 2019. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Titan Nation. Congratulations, graduates and parents. And graduates, you have reached an important milestone in your life. You worked hard to get here, and it's a great accomplishment. And hold on to that feeling, because that's a feeling you should long for the rest of your life. I'm sure you have dreams and desires about what's to come. Hold on to those and turn them into goals and set time frames for them. 50 years ago, I sat where you're sitting. So I have many years under my belt, a lot of experience. The other way to say this is I've had a chance to make good, and I have to admit, many bad decisions. So I thought it might be appropriate if I could just give you a few of life's lessons I've learned along the way. Lesson number one, I learned very early. Growing up in a poor family, the oldest of 5 kids, while my daddy worked from dawn to dusk, and my mom tried to do the best she could at a very young age. You see, she had 5 children by the time she was 22. So the lessons I learned is that you have to take responsibility for your decisions, like having 5 kids by the time you're 22. You have to work hard, and you never give up. I graduated in June 1969, and within a few days came to Chesterfield County with a goal to do more with my life than what the coal fields of Southwest Virginia had to offer. I worked at a local factory for a few years, and in 1973, I got the break of a lifetime. I was hired as a Chesterfield County firefighter. I found my calling. I lived, I breathed, and I dreamed the fire service. The harder I worked, the more I achieved, the more promotions I got, the more money I was able to make. And after 25 years of hard work, I was appointed fire chief. So I stand before you to tell you that hard work, dedication, and perseverance pays off. Well, this all sounds like a dream come true from a story. I'm getting ready to share with you my life's biggest mistake. A mistake that would haunt me for a long time. You see, I became addicted to my job, and then life became all about me. And like all addictions, unless they get addressed, they get worse. So as you're getting ready to start the next chapter of your life, it's important to learn this lesson early. In my case, it took way too long to learn, and unfortunately it created a lot of pain for myself and those around me. So lesson number 2, whatever you do, pay close attention to what matters most, and that's your relationship with your family and your friends. Life is not all about you, as Pastor Rick Warren often reminds us. As I climbed the ladder of success, my mom would often call and ask if I'd come home for a family reunion or a church reunion. And my reply was always, "Mom, I'm really busy, but I'll try." 90% of the time, I did not go home. I allowed my achievements and, quite honestly, my selfish desires to be more important than my family. A huge, huge mistake. Both my parents are gone now, and there's nothing today that I desire more than to visit and talk to them one more time. I tell you this praying as you walk across, as you listen to my confession, you realize that the things that matter most in life are the people around you. Your parents, your grandparents, your step-parents, your friends, the people who learned a lesson about loving and caring about others way sooner than I did. As you walk across this stage to reunite with your loved ones, remember their emotional responses, the clapping, the cheers, the tears. Never forget that they are what matters most. Make sure you thank them for the love and the care that they've given you. The best way to pay them back is to be loving and caring towards everyone you meet, whether they deserve it or not. Lesson number 3, learn from your mistakes. Be honest, be humble. Constantly build your character. You will make mistakes. They're simply a part of life. As long as you don't make the same mistakes over and over, you'll do okay. But it did take me a long time to realize that amid my mistakes, I did and I've changed. And it does feel good inside. In summary, I challenge you to establish your goals, apply yourself, work hard, be tough, strive to be excellent. Let excellence define you, not to be an occasional act. And don't coast through life. Coasting works only when you're going downhill. I challenge you to make sure your priorities are straight and never compromise your values and your kindness towards people around you for your own self-interest. I challenge you to make a positive impact on people's lives every day. And one more thing, as you move on with your life, whether it's going into the workforce, the military, or continuing with your education, don't ever forget to call your mom, your dad, or those special persons that were there when you needed them most. Sometimes I still reach for the phone as I'm driving around Chesterfield County just to check on mom and dad, to see what they're up to, just to realize that talking with them on this side of eternity are over. Graduates, good luck. Cash in all the opportunities that life has to offer, and may God bless you.
We've been looking for a song to sing. We search for a melody, search for someone
This year's salutatorian left his mark on the Titan community in many different areas of student life. Whether he was performing on stage, competing with our varsity track and cross-country teams, or serving his community through volunteer work, this student set a strong example for his peers and represented Cosby with pride. He has developed into a natural leader from a young child organizing friends in make-believe scenarios to conceptualizing, building, and running his neighborhood's walk-through haunted house, a project to collect food donations for the community. He readily seizes the opportunity to lead a group and bring an idea from paper to fruition. His intellectual curiosity, creative spirit, and heart for service will carry him far in his academic and personal endeavors. With a 5.01 cumulative grade point average and attending the University of Virginia in the fall, please join me in welcoming our class of 2019 salutatorian, Dylan Moore.
Hello, parents, family members, faculty, guests, and the class of 2019. I want to start off by sharing a mentality I held during the past 4 years I ran for Cosby. Whenever I was in a cross-country or track race and I was hitting a wall, which comes with an unfortunate frequency, I'd think that whatever happened, I did not want to look at the race results or the race videos and say, I should have sped up right there. Or, I should have kicked earlier. I should have picked off 2 more guys, gotten a higher place, or won. I never wanted to think that. And this was to hopefully provide some mid-race inspiration to get into the next gear and go. It was a motivational tool that only worked some of the time, but it was there in the back of my mind for a very important reason. It was to allow future me to thank past me. I know it sounds a little strange, but it has always made sense to me. The mentality was to allow myself, a few days later, to look at the race results and thank past me for suffering through immense pain, so I could now be proud I got 5th instead of being mad at past me for easing up for temporary relief that doesn't affect me now and getting 8th. And as tailored to running as this thought process may seem, I think that's what graduation can be for all of us. It's a moment where we can say, thanks past me. Thank you for applying to colleges when you'd rather have been doing literally anything else, so that now I'm set up for school and can continue my education. Thank you past me for taking the SAT. Thank you past me for doing homework, for taking tests and exams, for giving presentations on growing interregional trade of luxury goods and ancient civilization. Thank you past me for doing that project, that reading, and that one massive packet of problems I really did not want to do. Thank you past me for making the right combination of decisions to put me in a seat today, one way or another. Thank you past me for getting stuff done. Everyone in here put in some work, and today is our reward. While we owe it to our parents, to our teachers, to our mentors, and to even each other to have made it this far, we often forget to thank ourselves. Now, I dare to say that we can't thank our past selves for everything. In fact, I'm sure each of us want to shake our fists at our past selves over certain things. Me, with that racing mindset, I still got last at indoor states last year. That's bad. There's no skipping around it. Cramps, fast group, no. Last was no good. My mentality failed me then, and I can't thank past me for pushing through and giving future me a good personal record because I simply didn't do that then. We all have those moments. They're inevitable. But that's why where this mentality really matters is the future. Now's a good milestone to say, from now on, do everything you can to have future you thank yourself more than you are able to thank your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior self. Do everything you can now to be able to look back and be glad you got stuff done then. To reach the other side of a problem or a time in your life and be able to say, hey, remember when I was dreading that really awful scenario? It's behind me now. You'll be down the line and glad you started today and not a few days, weeks, or months later. Now, you may be thankful for the decisions you made in high school. You may be shaking your head at others. As we all know, none of that can change, which means the best we can do is to make sure that from here on out, you work to the best of your ability to be the person that your future self can thank for their accomplishments and fulfillments. Now, I'm getting dangerously close to some time travel, back to the future, Donnie Darko paradox stuff with continuing this concept of future self and past self. And while that's actually pretty cool, it's probably good to stop right there. But the mentality stands, a sort of delayed gratification ideology. Sure, this leads to a lot of other standard platitudes. Make good choices, don't procrastinate, never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line. Hopefully that wasn't too obscure a reference. However, it's much clearer to put them under one umbrella, and I suppose that's my challenge to the class of 2019, a class that has proven it can take it. I challenge you to do things now that you can look back on in the future with gratitude and appreciation. You've done it to some degree in sitting in a seat today. Your past self did something to get here. You can be grateful to your past self for making it through trials, tribulations, and the just sluggish times of high school so that you don't face some of those now. New challenges will continue to pop up, and these challenges don't just magically disappear. You'll at some point come to face these obstacles, and you'll either collide with or conquer them. But take it from esteemed philosopher Matthew McConaughey. Make your hero you 10 years from now, and do everything now to make that hero come to fruition. It won't, because that person's still 10 years away, but that means at the end of the day, you're still getting stuff done, which is definitely a win in my book. Congratulations again to the class of 2019. It's been a great ride.
Whatever you think you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. These words from Johann Wolfgang von Goethe were chosen by our valedictorian when asked to identify her favorite quote. For her, these words reflect her intrinsic drive to excel and her many commitments as a student athlete, rescue squad volunteer, section leader for the marching band, mentor, tutor, and friend. She is a natural helper, sharing her time, knowledge, and resources with those around her on a daily basis. Our valedictorian has taken deliberate action towards achieving her goals, and we are grateful for the tireless hours she has contributed to making our community a better place. She has earned many academic accolades, but the faculty and her peers will fondly remember her strong character, diligent work ethic, and benevolent nature for years to come. With a 5.05 cumulative grade point average and attending the University of Virginia in the fall, it is my pleasure to introduce our class of 2019 valedictorian, Valeria Pavone.
Good morning, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2019. I'd like to give thanks to the parents, administrators, teachers, guests, and the almost 600 classmates of mine who are graduating today. I'm truly honored to be up here as a representative for the class of 2019. Now, at this very moment, we are striking a delicate balance of what is behind us and what is ahead of us. Now, I'm not here to give you any advice because I, like you, have yet to experience what the world is like after high school. However, I do know that we are prepared for it. We all have learned from our experiences during the past 4 years. We know the traits, characteristics, and habits that have served us well. We have learned to leave behind the things that did not. We have learned that it's not beneficial for us to procrastinate, although it hasn't stopped most of us from doing it. We have learned to take chances both inside and outside the classrooms, and we have learned to handle both our successes and failures. And these experiences have molded us in ways no simple advice could. But in the end, we can see that high school turned out well. We have made great friends, have had fantastic teachers, and have had many accomplishments. Cosby has ultimately fostered an environment that has shaped us into the individuals we are today. Throughout the past 4 years, many of us have been able to pursue our passions, either through health science, classes, sports, fine arts, or clubs. We have been pushed to be our best selves by our fellow classmates, teachers, counselors, and administrators. For me, health science was one thing that helped me grow as a student and create memories I will cherish forever. I was surrounded by students who shared the same passion and created a supportive environment where I could be myself. I was also fortunate enough to be taught by wonderful and passionate health science teachers who showed me different yet exciting aspects of the healthcare field that you don't normally see on TV. And this unique exposure to the different professions pushed me and a few of my other classmates to become an EMT. And maybe all of you have also felt the same type of support environment in your classes, teams, or activities. At Cosby, we have made friendships that we hope will last a lifetime, and these friends have celebrated our triumphs and have supported us through the many obstacles we have faced in our high school career. They accept us when we feel inadequate and remind us that while academics are important, it is not everything. And although very impactful, friends are not the only people in the school who have supported us. I'm sure most of us seniors can recall an individual in the building that has extended kindness or has given an extra effort to help us during times we needed support. For me, these individuals, my teachers, have given me support in so many different ways. One major problem I've faced in the past years is that I lack the confidence I need to believe that I can do well. But my teachers have always believed in me and have been there to help me combat those doubts I have about myself. This past year, I experienced a traumatizing shooting call as an EMT. The next day I went to school, not realizing that I was still being affected by what I saw that night. However, my teachers did realize, and the kindness that they showed me that day is something I will forever be grateful for. And here today, these same individuals are sitting among us and supporting us once again. As we begin to navigate through life on our own, I hope that we can all continue to find individuals who give us the same support, whether it is through your friends, colleagues, or significant others. Now, beginnings can be scary. Many of us, when starting new things, have been nervous. And what we felt then may be no different than what we're feeling today. And although we are all pursuing our own paths, we will always be bonded by the experiences we have shared as a class. As we leave here and head into summer, it will be unlike any other time we have had. For some, it may be the last time you see one another, as many of us are either attending college, joining the armed forces, entering the workforce, or still trying to figure out what to do. In this moment, though, we all have a choice. We can control how our future pans out. Now, I'm not here to say life will be easy or difficult, because I honestly don't know what our future is going to be like. I'm sorry. And in ensuing months, just know you have unlimited possibilities on what to do in life, and it's up to you to take the necessary steps to achieve your goals. Now, whatever route you decide, I know we will live up to our class slogan and go big, creating an impact on the world. I wish you all the best. Thank you again, especially to my family, friends, and the wonderful teachers I've been so fortunate enough to have. And congratulations once again to the class of 2019.
At this time, we are pleased to announce Cosby High School's remaining top 10 students in the class. When your name is called, please stand at your seat to be recognized. Number 10, Chelsea Edwards. Number 9, Alexa Wiley. Number 8, Rebecca Cantor. Number 7, Grace Brown. Number 6, Van Din. Number 5, Kehlani Uncle. Number 4, Michelle Chang. And number 3, Rylan Mirage.
Parents, I want to say thank you for your partnership and thank you for sending your students to us each day prepared for the challenge. Titans, class of 2019, congratulations on making it to the finish line. You are the 12th graduating class from Cosby High School, and you are also, without a doubt, one of the most successful classes in Cosby's history. 223 of you have a grade point average of 4.0 or higher. 307 of you are early college scholars. And as a class, you have earned $5,891,199 in scholarships. I think you all have lived up to your motto, "Go Big," that you chose back in September. You chose to go big when Jack Farron and Jack Carter May came and asked to increase school spirit by bringing back the tradition of tailgating before football games. You chose to go big when Philip Lott worked with the C3 Club to raise awareness for mental health. You chose to go big when you helped collect school supplies that fellow classmate Martha Mosweta will deliver to Africa later this summer. You chose to go big when you took on the Strikeout Cancer fundraiser for the first time this year, and you raised over $7,000 and had the highest student participation at the bowling alley that day. You chose to go big in performing arts by winning another Blue Ribbon Award from the Virginia Music Educators Association. And as already mentioned, you chose to go big by having 3 teams still alive in the state tournament this spring, and hopefully going even bigger this afternoon and tomorrow. Is that correct? Girls tennis, softball, and boys soccer? Congratulations on going big into your big day as the largest graduating class in Cosby's history. Enjoy today, as today is for you, and to honor your accomplishments as individuals and as a collective. In just a few minutes, you will be high school graduates and begin the next phase of your life. You will head off to college, to boot camp, or into the workforce. But I'm confident that the education you received and the skills you have learned at Cosby High School will help you meet your new challenges head on. Next, you will go out into the world, not as the class of 2019, but as individuals prepared to persevere and accomplish your goals. Undoubtedly, in your growth as men and women, you will show the perseverance and determination necessary of outstanding citizens. Congratulations, class of 2019, and go big out into the world.
Will the class of 2019 please stand? Mr. Snyder, the records of students now standing before you have been examined, and the faculty of Cosby High School certifies that each of them has completed the requirements prescribed by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Chesterfield County School Board to be candidates for a diploma of graduation from Cosby High School.
Dr. Doherty, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Cosby High School, we certify that these students standing before you have completed all necessary requirements prescribed by the great Commonwealth of Virginia and the Chesterfield County School Board to be candidates for a diploma of graduation from Cosby High School. Thank you, students. You may be seated. And now the time we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas.
Valeria Alyssa Pabon. Dylan Michael Moore. Dylan Christopher Kurtz. Mark Anthony Williams. Rylan Martin Mirage. Michelle Chang. Keelani Ray Uncle. Von Han Din. Grace Louise Brown. Rebecca Danielle Cancer. Alexa Sophia Wiley. Chelsea Lorraine Edwards. Lauren Elizabeth Bender. Sophia Michelle Tully. Anthony Archibald. Catherine Lee Baker. Grace Victoria Barbero. Liam Donald McCardle. Dylan George McCarty. Gianfranco Perotti. Carson Michael Pugh. Benjamin Thomas Ryan. Grayson Edward Smith. Brady Elgin Stewart. Gabrielle Nicole Dolan. Megumi Ichizenya. Charles Riley Eli. Caitlin Brooke English. Marissa Elise Golden. Joshua Alexander Grimes. Alexandra Jessica Harris. Zachary Shane Harris. Gavin Thomas Zen Harrison. Isabella Caitlin Hatch. Jonathan Jalen Adderley. Jacob David Anderson. Philip Thomas Anderson. Cameron Lee Arcand. Helen Abigail Barrera. Francesca Michaela Grace Bedricki. Carolyn Elise Blackwell. Julia Rachel Bortz. Ashley Marie Campbell. Christina Janae Clark. Crystal Michelle Anderson. Shelby Kathleen Morris. Maya Grace Volshansky. Jacqueline Daisy Pecoraro. Tyler Devin Prophet. Caitlin Elise Rodenizer. Samantha K. Schroen. Noah Christopher Sharp. Brooke Eileen Sheridan. Reese Mackenzie Elmore. Brandon Scott Hersig. Christian Joseph Howard. Thomas Gregory Johnson. Jessica Ann Josephson. Hannah Mae Kelly. Anna Paula Lane. Brianna Ruth Latouche. Jessica Ann Lawson. Thomas James Lindsay. Hunter Robert Mitchell. Alexis Nicole Bonhover. Michaela Virginia Acosta. Ashna Carr Alawalia. Johan Alexander Alfaro. Kamani Brianna Alford. Jemiah Teeth Deasia Allen. Aide Alvarado. Avery Elizabeth Ambrose. Sean Amir. Chase Griffin Amos. Christian Palmer Slater. Hannah Regina Slifer. Aubrey May Spagnoli. Victoria Lee Stanley. Nellie Jeanette Tucker. Angelica Velez. Aaliyah Cayenne Veneta. Isaiah Maurice Witt. Summer Mohammed Abahasira. Martina Gergis Abafilippus. Thomas Russell Bowles III. Gage Alexander Bradley. David Alexander Banton. Brazil Michelle Barber. Madison Elise Bardem. Jackson Ryan Bartholomew. Austin Taylor Barton. Peyton Edward Batchelor. Isabel Ray Bauer. Summer Logan Baumfalk. Abigail Marie Birchmeyer. Gregory Lee Blair. Nicholas Alexander Blair. DeAndre Montrell Bailey. Bailey Devon Atkinson. Shen Harish Astari. Priyanka Rashmi Arora. Rachel Morgan Arnold. Sophia Eliza Andrion. Jashante Naeem Anderson. Michael Anthony Caminiti. Cassidy Marie Capriglione. Tijera Leilani Blakeney. Michael Wyatt Graham Blevins. Philippe David Blott. Meredith Joy Bond. Killian Patrick Boston. Desiree Tamil Boyd. Jatan Janae Bourne. Geneva Renee Bowles. Rebecca Marie Brooks. Jordan Jarius Robinson Brown. Ariel Aaliyah Bryant. Cameron Ramon Bryant. Isabella Nicole Baumhover. Harrison Vaughn Tackett Bedoes. Austin Bell. Alexis Elizabeth Berry. Devereaux Nicholas Kim Betzer. Robert Dean Beeler. Cameron James Copening. Laureen Lorelei Capola. Jacqueline Joyce Bullock. Brock Adam Birch. Xavier Lawrence Birch. Ashley Elizabeth Burleson. Amber Grace Burns. Joshua King Burrows. Cole Jacob Burrows. Jillian Grace Butler. Maxwell Joseph Chillian. Kashara Quadeja Claiborne. Richard Claiborne Jr. Carson Elliott Clark. Hayden James Clark. Christopher Jordan Bratcher. Kelly Leanne Bray. Samantha Dawn Brennan. Sydney Robin Bresnahan. Kaylee Brock. Colin Marshall Davis. Kyla Jade DeShevert. Alyssa Amber Coda. Grace Kennedy Cole. Devin Samuel Collins. Gordon Richard Collison. William Alexander Connor. Caroline Rose Connolly. Thomas Aiden Cook. Ryan Joseph Coke. Nia Marie Covington. Ryan Xavier Covington. Shelby Ann Cowan. Tyler James Cox. Jada Rose Coxon. Cole Banks Caroline. Catherine Ann Carter. Samantha Claire Chafee. Sarah Simone Chenevert. Angel Nicole Chesney. Madison Grace Ellis. Kane Evan Emerson. Preston Andrew Cross. Sean Dylan Cully. Caleb Thomas Cutchins. Philip Andrew Dare. Seth Michael Dale. Taylor Alexis Darnell. Raja Yesenia Renee Daughtry. Kendall Shannon Davids. Mark William Dennett. Howard DeSavino III. Elizabeth Noel Dix. Long Nok Don. Julia Louise Dodson. Madison Ann Dooley. Sarah Reese Coppridge. Chloe Eliza Copsmith. Madeline Haley Kornman. Kaylee Alexis Cottingham. Ashley Dunsell Fluellen. Lindsay Britt Forsing. Gina Nicole DeRazio. Connor Davis Doyle. Kirsten Michelle Druin. Casey Rose Dwyer. Satomi Echezenia. Morgan Catherine Edwards. Sierra Elizabeth Edwards. Sydney Hope Elam. Brock Edwin Irwin. James Cody Vaughn Eubank. Carrie Dale Evans. Maggie Lynn Fakey. Jack Stockwell Farron. Isabel Rose Fasilka. Nicole Carolina Deloach. Kate Elizabeth Dorisso. Jordan Alexander Dixon. Olivia Marie Dillingham. Kirsten Maria Gordon. Melissa Elizabeth Grabiak. Madeline Grace Fegter. Ryan Michael Feldman. Thomas Edward Fensky. Carter Andrew Ferguson. Jason Daniel Fike. Evan Anthony Fish. Ivy Sloan Fitzgerald. Lily Beth Fitzgerald. Abigail Elizabeth Fulop. R.J. Gaines. Marissa Ann Gallagher. Elena Renee Garcia. Nicholas J. Garofalo III. Michael David Garrity. Mary Margaret Liangfong Emery. Christian Leaf Ennis. Jackson Daniel Early. Anna Claire Ernesto. Lane Zachary Hansen. Brandon Eric Harlow. Megan Lynn Harrell. Nathan Christian George III. Kate Houston Gigling. Sharon Marie Gilman. Cody Michael Golke. Carter Woodland McEvers Good. William Anthony Good. Tyler Simpson Goodman. Lucas Daniel Gullerstedt. Jeremy Blaine Gutschall. Brianna Nicole Guy. Maysoon Mazin Haddadin. Paul Alexander Hagan. Jordan Anthony Hairston. Nathan Tyler Forth. Kirsten Rose Frazier. McAllister Elizabeth French. Enzo Addison Fudala. Ella Campbell Houchins. Tyrell Deshaun Howard. Josiah Robert Hubin. Crystal Angelical Hall. Joseph Peyton Hall. Nathaniel James Hallberg. Bryce Alexander Hamilton. Peyton John Hamlet. Devin Michael Hancock. Joshua David Hannafin. Parker William Hendrick. Seth James Henson. Joseph Hio. Nicholas Michael Hararte Smith. Conchetta Grace Hill. Ernest Matthew Hill. Gabriella Michelle Graff. Chandler Reed Graham. Kaylee Taylor Gregg. Kaylee Rose Grizzard. Maya Simone Jenkins. Courtney Jessica Janelle. Victoria Inese Jennings. Cody Brian Hinson. Justin Isaiah Hinton. Gideon Edward Ho. Zachary William Hoekstra. Maxwell Kenneth Hoffmeyer. Kayla Ali Holman. William Ron Holmes. Kelsey Rose Hulse. Cheyenne Destiny Humbles. Madison Shea Hunley. Jay Asa Hurd. Zachary Scott Hutcherson. Ethan William Iannuzzi. Elizabeth Marie Iddings. Leanna Catherine Heacock. Cannon Robert Heiss. Meadow Alora Henderson. Deshaun Emmanuel Key. Alexander Clark Kidd. Rebecca Catherine Kincaid. Kate Elizabeth Kirkpatrick. Matthew James Iverson. Michaela Jean Jacobson. Zachary Saul Jaffe. Amina Ninkechi James. Jack Ryan James. Amber Maria Lee Jeffers. Carter Matthew Johnson. Connor Dallas Johnson. Justice James Johnson. Nathan Holt Johnson. Mackenzie Adia Jones. Piper Lyon Jones. Brian Anthony Jourdain. Helena Christine Hubbard. Hunter Logan Huey. Sean Tyreek Hughes. Sheridan Elizabeth Lee. Megan Elizabeth Leeper. Andrew Michael Lemons. Creon Alyssa Mortice Lewis. Justin Dean Lewis. Christopher William Lamadieu. Sunit Kaur. Dabney Holt Linderman. Gavin Tyler Kendall. Adam Charles Kerr. Ryan Thomas Kraus. Luke Nicholas Landrum. Mark Leniel. Darby Rose Latessa. Cassidy J. Lawrence. Summer Nicole Lawson. Andrew Paul Lehman. Grace Caroline Lehman. Kyla Talia Jeter. Cameron Julia Johnson. Akila Maya Manning. Cullen Riley Manning. Mercedes Shante March. Nicholas Kyle Mayer. Myellen Marginoff. Kaylin Nicole Marcelli. Joshua Mitchell Martin. Ethan Andrew Mashik. Kevin Lee. Esther Ureen Lee. Reed Chadwick Londeray. Jacqueline Christina Longmire. Sydney Leah Lopez. Nicholas Patrick Lunato. Gregory Stewart McDonald. Rachel Noel Masenka. Kelsey Nicole Masiak. Bedr Hussein Mahmoud. Donovan Lee Knight. Caitlin Bree Knowles. Delaney Gray McMahon. Shay Brennan McMahon. Brooke Elizabeth McPartland. David Ryan McTaggart. Eleanor Rebecca Mead. Michaela Rachel Meekins. Morgan Ann Meyer. Paul McNaught. Shane Vincent Encino. Ethan Gabriel Manheim. Madeline Haley Morganti. Madison Michaela Matthews. Sapello Emmanuel Maumbe. Mason Quinn Maurer. And Elise Kathleen Maxwell. Jack Carter Anthony May. Charles Hogue McClarity. Marguerite Linda McCormick. Adam James McDonald. Alyssa Caitlin Link. Jacob Alexander Mort. Gabrielle Addison Morton. Martha Nyamusi Mosweta. Devin Matthew Moyer. Lindsay Angelica Moravchak. Emma Carol Muir. Nicole Ann Mund. Bailey Elaine McGuire. Layla Isabella Mitchell. Ethan Garrett McKinney. Jessica Marie Ninnis. Devin Thomas Miles. Jacob Kelly Miller. Sarah Renee Miller. Peyton McKeon Mills. Thomas Parker Milroy. Lily Beth Manab. Sarah Kylie Miner. Daniel Alexander Mashenko. Madeline Grace Moore. Behi Destiny Obanor. Grace Adiambo Odembo. Cameron Elizabeth O'Keefe. Oluwatosin Jadasolo Awanrewaju. Luke Michael Olson. Teresa Elizabeth Orlana. Evan Elijah Ortega. Essence Amare Morris. Harrison Robert Morris. Shelby Lynn Morrow. Raj Rajesh Patel. Sarah K. Murdy. Eliza Rowan Mertland. Jordan Nicole Neese. Sean Thomas Netzel. Abigail Suzanne Newcomb. Brooke Lee Newman. Madison Grace Newman. Alexander William Nicklow. Kyle Austin Neerman. Corinne Taylor Lon Fong. Katie Tom Pham. Amberly Lee Pham. Adriana Francesca Piccone. Ethan Scott Pinar. Tyler Joseph Placonis. Caroline Lee Precker. Rachel Ann Northcutt. Emily Jane Novak. Prosper Sabalachi Neichi. Tanner Edward Ratliff. Patrick Wallace Real. Andrew James Ottaviano. Lindsay Palmer Owen. Madison Gray Osmore. Isaac McConkey Packer. Miley Olivia Peck. Jocelyn Palacios Martinez. Francisco Rene Paredes. Pooja Alpesh Patel. Parker Alan Ronick. Persia Kiara Rezai. Madison Ayana Richardson. Madeline Virginia Riddle. Anna Ray Roberts. Tyson Kennedy Roberts. Aiden Errol Robertson. Peyton McBride Pawson. Derek Anthony Kerrigan. Shane Joseph Harry. Benjamin Allen Roth. Cassidy Renee Royer. Wesley Robert Runyon. Tay Javon Prentice. Mia Christina Puletti. Samuel Magbenois Poli. Alyssa Marie Puma. Miguel Angel Kimbayo Siprick. Jared William Rambo. Bea Alexandra Ramos. Colin Todd Satterfield. Kyle Nguyen Sawyer. Reagan Nicole Scaglione. Jason Adam Shar. Matthew Ruben Schneider. Patrick Joseph Schneider. Nicholas Andrew Schramm. Gary Everett Redmond. Caroline Ann Riley. Jordan Thomas Reinick. Nicholas David Selk. Andrew Shelton Soreo. Faith Lee Shacklock. Judson Michael Shenton. Delaney Noel Robinson. Jorge Ian Rodriguez Aponte. Felicia Irisana Rogers. Victoria Grace Rogers. Emily Elizabeth Rose. Dane Jacob Rosenwinkel. Lauren Kate Shoemaker. Anna Volodymyrovna Shevchuk. Ashley Elizabeth Shoemaker. Emily Meredith Sims. Brooke Nicole Simpson. Himanshu Singh. Sean Michael Smalls. Ida Marie Sampson. Joseph Allen Sanford. Nathan Forbin Santiago. Krista Lee Smith. Vincent Joseph Sophia. Justin William Solferino. Liam Wade Suter. Ian Adair Shrogi. Jackson Warner Scott. Christopher Richard Scott Jr. Zachary Michael Sale. Jillian Renee Seidel. Jalen Irish Selden. Austin Riley Sprinkle. Jacob Dalton Stam. Darren Lewis Stanford. Garrett Weston Stefanko. Emmett Warren Steigerwalt. Abigail Lynn Stevens. Tyree Lamont Stewart Jr. John Walter Stiles. Taylor Mackenzie Sumner. Laurel Renee Shenton. Madison Claire Tarbert. Morgan Elizabeth Tarchinsky. Hayden Sebastian Tardy. Eric William Taylor. Grace Ann Taylor. Caden William Smiley. Carter Smith. Darby Carlisle Smith. Gabrielle Nicole Smith. Joshua Perry Smith. Jordan Matthew Taylor. Lauren Rebecca Taylor. Elizabeth Brooke Teefee. Grace Lauren Teefee. McClay Joseph Teefee. Emily Margaret Thexton. Brandon Xavier Thomas. Nathan Lewis Thomas. Colby Miles Thompson. Kaylee Jordan Thornton. Cecilia Ann Toller. Hannah Ashton Toman. Hannah Grace Toney. Jonathan Charles Toney. Emily Grace Turner. Nicole Elena Titino. Isabella Marie Superlano. Cade Tristan Swisher. Ryan James Tabor. Mahi Tanvir. Caroline Louise Tyler. Jaden Lee Tyler. Kyle Thomas Olmert. Joshua Miguel Malentic Oy. Paul Edward Vallejo. Emily Mercedes Vasquez. Ethan Charles Vasquez. Gabriel Vasquez. Alva Judas Velez. Zachary Cole Venable. Avery Thomas Walzer. Catherine Elizabeth Ward. Grace Caroline Ward. Shunti Washington. Hannah Faith Waters. Ashley Donnae Watkins. Sheridan Loveday Watts. Elena Desiree Thornton. Brianna Jordan Tilgman. Skylar Mackenzie Tilley. Caleb John Thomas Wilhelm. Jordan Leanne White. Albert Delton Wilder III. William Pierce Wiersham. Matreya Shantae Williams. Kyla Ann Willis Palmore. Gracie Michelle Wingfield. Jalen Denise Winston. Julia Renee Womack. Vanessa Alexandria Woodbury. Kendall Renee Wright. Hunter John Zawislak. Kristen Denise Zai. Marilyn Ann Zinkwich. Alexa Emmeline Rodenberg. Brandon Thomas Walker. Anna Marie Wallace. Jordan Alexandra West. Andrew James Robert Waite.
Let's give our seniors one more round of applause. To the class of 2019, it is our hope that as you travel, you will wear the Titan name honorably. For today, we celebrate your accomplishments and your dreams. As As you move on to accept the challenges in life, this faculty wishes you much success and a safe journey. Will the class of 2019 please stand? Please move the tassel from right to left. By the powers vested in me as principal, I now proclaim that you are graduates of Cosby High School. At this time, would our guests please rise for the recession?